Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video here, Polo and Lifestyle Talks. Today we have a fantastic guest, Kathrin Birk, the founder of Manifattura Valor, luxury equestrian product. So we can't wait to talk to her today and speak about the brand history and some more information behind. So now I will have a look where Kathrin is to invite her. Hello, Lucy. Hello, Kathrin.
Hello. Here we go.
Yes, how are you today?
Fine, and you?
Yes, fantastic. And it's a really pleasure to have you here on Polo.
Thank you. I just have to, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you very well.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you hear me well?
Yes, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. So for everyone who don't know you and your brand, Manifattura Valor, can you introduce yourself and let us know how everything started?
Yes, I'm Kathrin Birk. I'm German. I'm the founder of Manifattura Valor. And Manifattura Valor is a family business. We are a big family here because you have really to love what you do if you work here. I think I started already during my studies because I was always very interested in natural materials, functional design, and I worked in projects including the old craftsmanship. So after my studies then I started to work in fashion. Mm-hmm. And after years I was very well versed in that industry, but also kind of disillusioned. And that was also the time when the expression meta luxury, real luxury was originated in my mind. And as I grew up with horses and dogs, and I love them more than anything else, I always wanted to create something for them. And I started to have a closer look to the people around me, and I noticed that most of them are using synthetic materials or other materials that do not really fit to the sensitive back of the horses, and that they can cause allergies, other problems, friction. And then I was wondering, why do they use this material even if they are very attentive to their own lifestyle? So they have very good materials for their own clothing. They have wonderful natural materials at home, for example, in their estates. And I was wondering, just why don't they pay attention to the horses' equipment? And I was, I noticed that they were just used to it because industry only produced synthetic materials and some materials perhaps that are not very functional or not very good for the well-being of the horse. And on top, they were produced in Vietnam, in China, and all these countries. And so I decided that there has to be something developed for the horse's needs. So that's also the philosophy. So today that we firstly design for the horse's well-being, and then for the gusto of the rider, let's say.
So it's really a fantastic concept and outstanding. I don't know and who has this kind of products like you.
Thank you.
So the idea to launch or to create Manifattura Valor came already in your study time, or when I want to have my own brand?
Yes, it was. I was already, let's say, a special child. Somehow, it was sometimes, let's say, exhausted for my mother, I think, because I wanted to have everything perfect when I was a little child, and nothing was good enough. I never just accepted something. And also with the toy horses, now I remember, I didn't want to use the plastic saddles or what was delivered. I then started to sew my own leather equipment, the bridles, the saddle for the toy horses. And I think that was already the moment when I felt that I have to create something own, and because I can never stop myself. So it's better to have my own pace. And yeah, I love to engage people, that they just think out of the box, start creating their own visions and engage them for new things. And I think that's the reason why I had to start my own brand.
Yeah, no, fantastic, really fantastic concept. What you did, outstanding fabrics, materials you use. And can you let us know what means Manifattura Valor, and why did you choose this name?
Valor is name or expression from a small community, a local community, who lives in the Italian Alps, and they still talk their own language. And when I started to do research for all these traditional materials, and when I tried to convince the people, the craftsmen, to restart their traditional craftsmanship, I also met some people who are still living in this community and talking this language. And this language, they have the expression valor for a value. It means a value, but in the sense of honor and pride. So then I thought, okay, I feel very honored to be able to use all these natural materials that nature provides.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of respect for nature and the natural materials. And at the same time, I'm very proud that we can use these techniques, that we are very unique with our traditional century years old techniques. So I think this title is the expression of the philosophy just of the company.
No,
that's why it fits perfect.
Oh, it fits perfect like a glove to you.
Yeah. That's true, yeah.
Yeah. So let's speak about your products. What for products are you offering, and for who would be your products?
We offer a wide range of products, of textile products, leather and textile accessories for horses, riders and dogs, and also for home and living. We are producing natural saddle pads for horses' well-being, then rugs, then we're doing dog coats. Some of them also made of cashmere. I think we are the only ones who are doing cashmere wool dog coats, but the dogs love it. They feel very comfortable, especially the racers who have short hair. So you all know that, I think. And then we do a lot of customized products. That's very interesting because most of our customers love the materials and they ask us for special products and special designs also, for example, for their chalets. So we do curtains with your own pattern, rugs for your home and living areas. So there are really a lot of possibilities. And if you love the material and the natural climate that natural material provides to your room or to your house, then you will never change to another thing again, I think. So this is what we also do a lot at the moment. We do a lot of made to measure, a lot of customized products. And I think our customer or the products are for people who pay a lot of attention to their lifestyle, to the materials they use for their clothing, for their furniture, and who appreciate also limited materials, or that something is just limited, because we are working in a very sustainable way. So our materials are limited. And yeah, I think it's for people who want to equip or provide the same standard and to their animals, yeah, the same standard that they live, let's say, of natural materials, high quality products. Now, it comes to my mind that we had a visitor at our exhibition booth in Geneva once, many years ago, in 2012, and he came to our booth and he told me, it was a Japanese guy, and he told me, finally, I found Loro Piana for horses. My wife will kill me, he told me. So I think this is a very good description.
Yes, yes, it really is. So yeah, you really high standard with your products, but yeah, for your animals.
Yeah, but I think it's also a mindset, because you don't consume all these products that are reachable for everyone. It's more than you are very aware of what you're consuming, and what you're that you are very aware to the things surrounding you.
Yeah, that's true. Totally agree with that. And I think it's fantastic that you also offer the customized bespoke product for everyone. So they just need to write you an email with the request.
Yes, that's possible. We are open for let's say quite everything, because everything is feasible that one can desire, I hope, when it comes to natural material and own design. Yeah, so it's the best to write an email or to just do a quick phone call, and then we can meet up and find something special for our special clients.
Yeah, fantastic. And you also have for the polo players something. You have also the and tell us a little bit about the polo pads and what's so special about them.
Yeah, the polo pads are at the moment a very special development with a very lovely lady in Zurich. She teased us. And we are doing the polo pads. Of course, they are very high functional and provide medical effect during riding, like all our pads, because the pads are developed with the equine hospital in Zurich. So there's a lot of function also for the polo pad, which means it's very breathable. There's no heat accumulation, no inflammation risk, so there are a lot of advantages for the horse's back. And then we saw that the polo players are, they have special needs, because there are quick rotations, you change direction quickly, and stop and go is very spontaneously.
Yeah.
So we thought, this is the perfect solution to use our natural wool felt, because it has a perfect shock absorbance and a perfect pressure distribution. So it would be really the solution for the horse during riding also, because a lot of people pay attention to what I'm doing after riding, before riding with my horse. But it's also important to think about what is underneath my saddle during riding.
Exactly, yes.
Because this is when the muscle works, and this is when it's important also to take care about the horse. Yeah. And the next thing, then we adapted the shape, of course. It fits now perfectly to the shape of the polo saddle, because also we learned a lot about special shapes of polo saddles. And then it comes to the most interesting thing, that it's of course customizable. So you can do your logo, your what initials or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, that's, if someone is asking, where can we buy it?
We have an e-shop on our website. It's manifattura-valor.com. There is an e-shop, or just writing an email or a WhatsApp. On Facebook, we have a WhatsApp contact, as I know. Yeah.
Yes, I will write quickly the website here also.
Yeah.
When you started with developing the polo pads?
Only some months ago.
So it's quite new to your product.
Yeah. It's quite new, but it's always for us, it's very important to understand first the needs of a sport or of a special discipline, and then starting creating, and then doing tests, and then we will publish it.
Perfectly. And so you have outstanding materials and products you use in your collection. And can you share some information on the materials you use, for example, on your horse rugs or the saddle pads, or also on the clothing?
All our materials are natural materials, so we don't use synthetic materials. So these are all materials that nature can reproduce, let's say, and we only take as much as nature can reproduce itself. And this, for example, the wool is very interesting because it comes from small flocks of sheep which enjoy their freedom in the Italian Alps. And these sheep, it's a very special race with a very high functional hair, especially for the needs of the horse. And these sheep do their transhumance every year, so they pass the Alps. And this is part of the intangible world cultural heritage of UNESCO.
Okay.
So we also support UNESCO world cultural heritage, because for me it's important to support the tradition and to preserve also the habits and the tradition of this region. So the wool is very interesting, and then we process the wool by hand. It's washed. It needs many hours. And then it gets processed with 120 years old machines with a very special technique by hand. And then after 50 other steps, the saddle pad is ready to use. But the material is the most important, and the leather that we use is, for example, German calf leather. It's the best German calf leather, and we use sometimes also deer skin.
Okay.
And also German deer skin, and this is tanned also in a traditional way, and it needs 1 year until the skin is ready to use.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a lot of effort, but we do it for the well-being of the horse in the end. And on the other hand, to preserve traditions and nature's natural circle.
Yeah, of course. But now when you tell about the special sheep material, did it a long time for you to find this one?
Yes.
Yes, no?
Yeah, it was about 8 years that we searched for the right material.
Yeah.
Because of course the sheep were existing, but no one wanted to process the wool for us for the saddle pads.
Okay.
So it was kind of a fight, let's say, because it's not a normal industry. You go there, you pay, and then it works. It's you have to be convinced, you have to love it, and you have to be excited and enthusiastic about what you're doing, and then you can convince the other people to team up to produce this special material then.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's true. No, congratulations that you find.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, and tell us a bit about your new coming projects. Are there some exciting things you can share?
Yeah, I think there are a lot of interesting things coming up at the moment. When it comes to product developments, we are developing at the moment very charming dog accessories. And then it comes to clothing, because all of our customers ask us for producing also clothing for them, not only for the horse. And so we started to develop also made of natural materials, doing saccos and some new shirts and polos. This is what is happening at the moment. And then we can announce some very interesting partnerships also in UK. There are some horse lovers around Windsor that fell in love with our products, and we are much looking forward to it. But it will all be, I think we can communicate in March then.
Okay, yeah, sounds great. No, some nice polo shirts on your side. Yeah. Look very nice, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we will expand, of course, the collection for every now we are also developing a new pad for race horses, because also that's kind of quite new, because it's important for them to protect the back, because it's that's a sport which is very exhausting for them and very high demanding. So we are developing now a pad for this discipline. And yeah, I'm very curious. I'm really excited also for the new polo pad. I think I can tell you, because everyone has seen it already. So we're looking forward to bring the first pad within the next weeks to Polo Club Zurich, and then let's see.
What I love about your pads are the beautiful embroideries on the sides.
Yeah, you can do whatever you can imagine. Today we did some leather initials, very fine leather initials. Or the other thing is that we invented was the cutout technology. So we are the only producer or manufacturer which is doing the cutout, and it looks so special when you have it on your horse, and you can see shining through the color of your horse in the shape of your initials. It's wonderful. Yeah.
So, yeah, I never saw something before. It's so unique.
Thank you.
The cutout was from you also?
Yes. Because it's always, as I said before, we always try to do something and to invent something, even on the technical medical side and also on the design side, because most of my time I spent in Milan, and it's so inspiring to be there. And yeah, that's why there's always something new. For example, today I talked to one of my employees, and she told me, last week you asked me to find this special leather, but it's not existing on the market. I cannot find it. And I said, yes, of course, because otherwise, if someone else would already use it, it would not be special for us. So it would not be something new. So of course, it's not existing like we want to use it. We always have to develop, and this is also our approach. We want to create a world that is really unique when it comes to advantages for the well-being, and also when it comes to design.
No, fantastic. And now I have the last question for you, Kathrin. Motto you live by?
Sorry, the motto?
Yes, your motto. What is one motto you live by?
I think I don't have a special motto, but I have a philosophy, I would say. I think you I think that life is much more interesting if you're always enthusiastic and inspirable. And I think that you never should take yourself seriously. And the most important thing, be kind to nature.
Yeah, fantastic. A beautiful philosophy, Kathrin. Awesome. So everyone who wants to go and learn more about Manifattura Valor, they can go to your site. It's manifatturavalor.com. I will also leave it down below under this video. And thank you so much, Kathrin, for today's interview with
Thank you.
Get to know more about the brand. It's super interesting to hear more about the fabrics you use and all the manufacturing sites, developing, and so much is also coming to your brand. So you are growing and growing.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having invited us. Thank you. It was really a pleasure.
Yeah. A pleasure to have you, Kathrin. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wish you a nice evening.
Bye bye. Have a good evening too.